As a Nigerian living and working in Japan, one thing I don't joke with is my Nigerian food, and that's because I honestly cannot imagine my life without Nigerian food. I'll just faint. Anyways, let's make 6 pots of Nigerian food, and the first recipe I'll be making is Eforiro. And for this recipe, I'll be using cow leg, which I've pre-boiled before now, dry fish, periwinkle, bomo, dry snail, everything you can think of, I used it. Well, I fried my oil, added my roughly blended pepper and onion, added crayfish, seasoning, salt, everything, and fried together. And then I introduced my cooked protein. Remember not to add water. Don't add water. Oh. And when everything had cooked together properly, I added my vegetables. And for this soup, I used spinach, bok choy, and katuna. Bok choy and katuna are mostly Japanese vegetables, I think. Well, I added a little bit of crayfish, covered it, allowed it to cook, and the food is ready. The next food I'll be making is Ofeakwu or Banga stew, and for this recipe I'll be using palm kernel extract because I don't have fresh palm kernel in Japan. Well, add the palm kernel extract into a pot, add water, allow it to boil, and at this point I'm going to introduce the protein I had already cooked, including the protein stock. For this recipe I'm using cow leg, dry fish, and beef tripe. Anyways, I allowed the banga and the protein to cook together properly, and after that I added my seasoning. I also added banga seasoning. Then I added crayfish, onion, and okpei blend. And after that I added my ugu, nchuanwu, and onion. Then I properly stirred everything together, and our Ofeakwu or banga stew is ready. The next thing I'll be making is goat meat pepper soup. Well, for this recipe I'll be using goat meat with skin. I added it in a pot, added seasoning, pepper, onion, covered it and allowed it to boil for a minute, and then I added extra water that is going to be the pepper soup. Now added other seasoning, covered it, allowed it to boil properly, and now I added the vegetables. I added ugu, uziza, and nchuanwu, also added my onion, and the soup is ready. I also made agidi that I will use to eat this, but I forgot to record it. Anyways, the next thing I'll be making is fried rice. Well, for this recipe I'll be using only chicken, and the first thing I did was to marinate the chicken with ginger, garlic, onion, pepper, and seasoning. And after that I allowed it to boil a little so that it can produce its own juice. Then I went ahead to add extra water that I'll be using as the chicken stock, right? Then I set it aside, added oil into my pan, and fried the hell out of the chicken. Well, when it is properly fried, I set it aside, and then I use the oil I used in frying the chicken to fry my rice, because you cannot make fried rice without frying the rice. After that, I added the chicken stock into the rice, allowed it to cook properly, and this is what we have. While the rice was cooking, I actually fried my vegetables, and I used frozen vegetables so I didn't have to stress. Well, I mixed the vegetables and the rice together, and our food is ready. The next thing I'll be making is banga coconut rice. Well, I saw someone making banga rice, and I just thought to myself that if I add coconut milk into this recipe, it's going to bang. Well, in a pot I added a little bit of water, added my washed rice, banga extra, seasoning, everything you need to cook the food. Then I added a little bit of coconut milk, allowed everything to cook. When it was done, I added onions and vegetables, and it was really banging. The next thing, which is the last recipe for today, is a deep dish meat pie. And I'm making a deep dish meat pie because the last time I tried the traditional Nigerian meat pie, the meat pie refused to meat pie. It refused to just be a Nigerian meat pie. So today I decided that if that one does not work, then this one should work. The recipe is not standard at all. I actually saw something similar on Australian TikTok. There is this meat pie they call a deep dish meat pie. So I decided that if this thing can work for Australians, then I can modify Nigerian meat pie to be something similar. So I had to get to work. I bought all the ingredients that I needed, and honestly it actually costs much more than I expected, because grounded beef in Japan is very expensive. In fact, beef as a whole is very expensive in Japan, so it actually cost me a lot. But then I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed making it, and the meat pie itself came out really good. Like, it came out really nice. Another part of making this meat pie that was kind of stressful for me was rolling out the dough, and that's because I didn't have a proper rolling table, and my apartment does not have that cooking island. I also do not have a proper rolling board, so it was kind of difficult for me. And this is me trying to be a lover girl on top cup of meat pie. So I had 2 bowls of the meat pie, and I used my pot to bake one and used my air fryer to bake the other one, and the meat pie is ready. So this is everything I made: banga coconut rice, fried rice, chicken, agidi, goat meat pepper soup, ofeakwu, meat pie, and eforiro. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love you. Bye. Mwah.